What's going on? It's NBA Skills Coach Drew Hanlen back with a brand new episode of my Micro Skills series on Michael Jordan. Today in episode 8, I'm going to be taking you through some of Michael Jordan's passing options. I know that you already know that Michael Jordan was a bucket getter. He was an elite scorer, but he was also so gifted on the offensive end when it came to passing. So the first passing option we're going to talk about is the push pass. The push pass is something that he was really good at. You'll see that it's basically just kind of a little kind of cross-body pass with his right hand or left hand. He was really good at finding cutters, really good at just really delivering on-time passes that allowed his teammates just to catch the ball and score. Right here, I'm going to show you guys another replay angle. Watch right here. So his teammate's open. You guys can see that hand, but you can also see the defender is on the outside. So what does MJ do? He doesn't throw the ball in a passing lane. He throws the ball where his teammate should go. So look at this. He leads his teammate. You can see the defender kind of put an arm out in that passing lane, but because he was such an elite passer, he led his teammate to where he needed to catch the ball, and it freed him up for a wide open lay. He also had shovel passes. Shovel passes are just a way to basically catch the ball and kind of shovel it behind you. So you can see right there, able to hit kind of a player on the opposite side. Right here, dumping it down to the basket. Right here, again, he always was getting double teamed, so he had to keep his chin attached to his shoulder so that he could find, scorers. And look right there, hits a cutting teammate that gets a lay. A scoop pass. Scoop pass is basically just an underhand pass. So you can see him passing around the double team in the post right there. Again, another double team, opposite side right there. But he was really good at just kind of scooping it around defenders so that he could find teammates. Also good in transition, but you can see kind of his dump-off passes with just that little scoop, the underhand pass, allowed him to kind of get passing angles where, maybe there weren't hands. A lot of times you see when he's driving, you can see hands are up, hands are on the side. So what did he have to do? He had to kind of cradle the ball, and right here you can see him throw a little kind of scoop pass with the spin move. Then he had a wraparound pass. A wraparound pass is very similar to the scoop, but this time you're going to see him go in the air and then scoop it around. So a lot of times you'd show the ball to kind of get the defender's hands high, and then he would kind of wrap the ball around and feed his teammates. And he was so good at hanging in the air. There's a whole other category as far as in this film that it goes with him just hanging in the air, but you can see kind of the scoop around, wrap around passes where he just floated in the air. He would jump up, find teammates. You see right there, scoop around, found a teammate, and then get some wide open dunks and lays. Really, really elite with right hand and the left hand. That's what made him so talented. A lot of guys can pass with their strong hand. He was able to pass with both. See how he was good? He was really good at, after spin moves, just getting his eyes on the basket, getting defenders up in the air, and then wrapping around him. Here's another kind of hang and find. So again, same exact thing. Just jumping up, elevating, hanging in the air just long enough to kind of find a teammate. I would never suggest, teaching, players, if you're a coach or a trainer out there, to jump to pass, but he was really good at hanging in the air long enough so that he could find passing options. Behind the back passes, this is another thing he was really good at, just finding teammates and just delivering the ball on time and on target. You can see right here, one hand just palming the ball, wrap around. This one right there in transition to Scotty for a lay. So elite. You can just see him constantly just finding teammates however he needed to, whether it was a one-hand pass, a behind-the-back pass, a shovel pass. He was just so good at being able to make sure that all of his passes not only hit his teammates in stride, but also were away from the defender's hands so the defenders couldn't get deflections. You can see the versatility of his passing options. Then he had the behind-the-head passes. Obviously, if you throw the ball, around the head, it's going to be a good passing option anytime you can kind of dump it off to a teammate. Right there, you can see how quick he is at just finding teammates all the time. He's just looking to be a passer and a creator. Finding shooters, another thing he was really good at. You can see him kick out right there to wide open shooters. Here you can see him getting double and triple teamed. What does he do? He skips it across court, gets an open shot for his teammate. This one right here, double, triple team comes, hangs in the air long enough to find a shooter, walking into a jump shot that they can knock down. This time, you guys know this famous Steve Kerr play. Basically, he's reading the weak side defender right now. If the weak side defender rotated over to the nail, he would have skipped it to the cross corner. Because he didn't rotate to the nail, and look what he did. He took away the cross corner. What did he do? Found Steve Kerr at the top of the key, which was a pivotal shot right there. Then we had transition passes, him just kind of right here throwing a baseball pass to Scotty. You can see him just palm the ball. His hands were so big that he was able to control the ball and manipulate the ball around. Here fighting teammates for rim runs. You can see that in transition, just finding teammates, throwing it over top, had nice touch on the ball. He always made it easy for his teammates. Here, a bounce pass where there was, a crowded area. Then we had popcorn. Popcorn is my terminology and a lot of NBA terminology for just catch and immediately, moving on. So look right here, catches it and immediately passes it. So just tip outs. You can see right there, he received the ball and immediately found a teammate. Here, same exact thing. But he was really good at just having vision. So right now, he knows what he's going to do before he even catches the ball. He catches it, immediately hits a cutting teammate. You can see right there, even turns downhill. Same thing. I mean, he's so elite at just catching and finding. And that's what you want to do. Great players always know what's going to happen the next play ahead. Ball fakes. I mean, look at this right there. Just so elite at using his hand strength, to kind of ball fake. Look at right there. The cameraman goes because he thinks the ball is going. So does the defender, though. Defender kind of gets froze right there. Reggie gets froze and gives up a lay. Here, look at this, a fake handoff. But then what does he do? He puts a nice little touch over top. Hits Scotty back door. This one, look at the defender. He gets stuck in no man's land. What happens? Wide open layup. As you guys can see, one of the things that made MJ such a gifted passer was he had the ability to kind of do everything, whether it was over the head, around the back, shovel pass, scoop passes, wraparound passes. He just had the ability to not only know what was going to be there, always kind of a play ahead, but then he had the ability to make those passes with both the right and left hand, which made him so special on the offensive end.